Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this little review of our portable AC unit, please hit a like. If you're not subscribed to our channel already, please subscribe. Hello guys, and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing this portable air conditioner that I got for my kid's bedroom. This is going to be used in the bedroom right now. We do have central air and heat, but really this is going to be used in my recording studio. I definitely need an AC in there. Every time I'm making videos in the summertime, it is really kind of hot inside. So anyways, I got this on Amazon, I believe about 250 bucks. We're gonna unbox it, check it out, see what it looks like, and kind of like make a little review. Maybe you're looking for a portable AC. Some of you guys, you're expediters that's watching me, so you're traveling across the whole country, and I know a lot of you guys have considered this portable AC. So this room is basically about 100 square foot. It's a lot bigger than your Sprinter van. So I could imagine if your Sprinter is completely insulated, maybe this is going to be a pretty good idea for you guys. Some of you guys, I've seen what you guys been doing. You've removed the passenger seat where your Sprinter is or any other kind of van that you have, and you actually mount this right in place of your passenger seat, which I think it's actually a pretty good idea if you're kind of using this to expedite, especially if you drive by yourself, you're not a team or anybody. And I've seen guys take like a little makeshift piece of thing for the window, and you stick it in there, and then you run that round air hose right out of your window so that it kind of like gets external air in and circulates everything. So let's go ahead and actually unbox it and see what it looks like. Put this right up. Alright, seems like I got some kind of savings card inside. I don't think it came with a package, but it's certainly inside. Maybe my kid stuck it in there. So here's what we have here. This is one of the attachments. And we got the pipe. This will extend and you could curve it and things of that nature. So this could be pretty long. So that's kind of cool. Here we have some supplies. It does come with a remote. And the brand of this unit is Gasket. I've been told that Gasket is a household brand, and I could kind of see why it is, because they actually make a lot of different stuff. So it comes with a nice remote here, and it comes with batteries. So forget the days of batteries not included. So let's go ahead and actually plug these batteries in here. And just do one thing at a time. Okay, I'm gonna stick a battery inside. Another one right here. It also came with a very tiny screw right there. So I'm not sure what that is for now. Sometimes those things go in remotes. Not this one. It does have this nice type of description of like your setup and everything. So over here I could see that it does come with some kind of plastic piece that you can convert this to use for your window. So this could be like pretty good. That's actually really nice. That actually looks like it's on the unit itself, and then you basically have that come out and then attach right to the window. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and actually open things up and put it to good use.
Window. So that's really cool. So let's go ahead and actually open things up and put it to good use.
Plastic thing. Alright, here is the window attachment unit that slides in and out. So this could really fit a huge window. Wow, that's quite amazing. So basically you lift your window up and then you stick this right in the window, attaching the pipes over here. So
and then it extends out right there for the hose. So just go ahead and open this right up. So,
wow, this is a very cute little unit.
together like once it actually sets things up. Wow, this is a very cute little unit.
Hey guys, first I want to point out the really smart design of this thing. Check it out, like in the back. Take a look. Look how they stowed away this power cord. It just kind of like plugs in to the outlet here. with pretty much every single one that's made for like Europe and, you know, whatever. I could imagine they sell this in other countries. So that's actually really smart. And another smart thing is you basically lift this up to actually slide the pipe inside and basically close it up. This fitting right here, which we will do. Look, you just basically, you want to make sure the red portion is going to be on the outside, and then you slide this in from the very top. Look, that snaps in, and then you lower this down and that snaps in. Like, what an awesome design. That is like very smart. So basically, guys, you take this pipe right here and you can just extend it out a little bit like this on like one of the sides like that. And then you simply just get it in there like this, and you thread it in its place. The way I'm gonna do it is actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and actually remove this piece and do it, you know, the other way. Let's see here. All right, you could see inside, it is actually threading inside of it over there. So I just want to kind of thread it until it stops. You could see it's really well threaded. So we're going to leave this alone. And we're going to do the same thing for this side, except it's going to be a little different. I actually really like that they actually did this that way, where this rib portion is here, this unit just snaps in around the pipe. So let's try that. So I'm going to go ahead and actually extend it out. I'm going to lay it down somewhere like over here, and then we're going to put this right over it, and then we're going to align all the pieces and just make them snap in. Okay. Right there. So now you could just give this a few little twists. It's not twisting, so that's good. So now we have this portion. I really like that the fact is this portion snaps in as well. On my other unit that I've bought, it is actually not like that. It's kind of like falls out and stuff. Let me show you where that goes. Okay, here's the other portion right here. This is the window unit portion. So you basically just, when this is in the window, you basically just snap this in and that's gonna work. So the cool thing about it is, you see, this fits in a window perfectly. You just extend it out, it fits. But this is right now covering things up a little bit. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to extend it out a little bit, probably about there. And we're gonna need to cut part of it off. So it does not matter where you cut off. There's all these little holes here. This is for the little screw that actually came with it. So when you actually put this inside, there's a little screw that comes with it, and you put that screw somewhere in there so that it doesn't slide inside, and it's only on one side. There's no screw holes over there. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take my saw and I'm gonna cut a piece of it off because I really don't need it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna align it over here like that, mark a little portion that I want to cut off with some marker, or let's see which hole. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So I'm just gonna cut 13 holes off. I'll just do it that way. It does not need to be precise. And then what I'm gonna need to do is just extend it out just a little bit more like this, to where it's gonna fit perfectly inside this window here. And that's it. Like once that's done, you lower the window on top of here, just make it really tight. I'm gonna just like simulate that over here. Let's say this was already the right size, you know, which is not. You just basically take the window, you lower it on top, and it fits right over here like against the window. Once you actually make everything snug on the inside here with that other piece, and you lower it down, I would actually recommend take some kind of tape, probably like some kind of like HVAC tape, and actually put some on top over here. Now I do recommend that you install the pipe before actually lowering this down, because if you don't, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to access this hole right here. Now I do wish that they actually made this, at least one portion, a little bit taller, because this is very narrow towards the bottom, so that it could fit snugly against the bottom there, and this is still going to snap in real nice, because as you can see, it drops all the way down. But this is no issue. I'm just gonna have to stick something down in there, like you could put like a piece of foam or like styrofoam or something, to where it's gonna insulate and at the same time prevent it from dropping down like this. You could do same thing at the top. You could glue some sticky type of foam over here. I'm not sure if there's any included. Sometimes some of these AC units, they actually include a piece. I haven't seen it in the box. I'm gonna have to take a closer look. And then when you close it up like this, it creates a firm seal. Okay guys, so over here we have a filter area. So let me see if this removes. Okay, so the filter simply slides out, which is actually really nice. So this type of filter, you can actually wash it, but I actually would first remove all the dust from it, or like use a vacuum cleaner, just remove it. And if the dust on here concerns you, you could actually wash this filter and stick it back in here. So that's actually really nice that you could do that this way. But I'm not gonna insert this in right now, because once you remove that filter, then you remove this filter and you go ahead and clean that up. So then you insert that back in there and this in here. Now I could see something that I believe this is actually going to do a really good job at cooling, because it's got so many of these areas where the filters go. Another one right over here, because this means it's gonna have really good suction. So there that goes, and we could actually go ahead and reinsert this filter. Guys, I do like that this filter, this AC unit, it is so tiny, and it does have like a piece where you could actually lift it up over here by this handle. See guys, look, this is so you could carry this in your van and you could set it down. So it's not heavy like most units. It is definitely portable, because it does say one thing about it is that it's portable. It does have all the buttons, and of course it comes with the remote. Now about this opening here, most AC units that we have, the opening is about this big, which is on my other unit. Look at this opening, it's like double the size. This is going to actually help for all the air circulate, especially when you actually put into the fan mode. And in a fan mode, it's actually going to provide a lot of blast of air. So let's plug this in and test this unit out. So let me see if this is going to work for the first time. Just turn it on with the remote. We may have to just turn it on over here. I actually needed to hit a reset on the wall for it to come on. So it immediately starts blowing cold air. Oh wow, it's already blowing nice AC air, guys. It did not even need to basically warm up. So this is great. So while I'm working, I'm not going to be getting hot. I could just have it run like this, and basically what it's going to be doing, it's going to be circulating the room's air anyways. Now one thing I did not notice is an air drain type of a plug here. Looks like the water is going to be collecting right over here, and when time comes, you're gonna have to unscrew it and then drain all the water out. There's a little rubber piece right here that it kind of connects to, so you're gonna need to insert that back in there and do that. Now make sure you do keep the manual somewhere handy, because most likely once it's going to be full of water, it's no longer going to turn on like all the other AC units, and it's probably going to pull up some kind of air message over here, and then you're going to look by the air message, and usually what it means is you're actually going to go ahead and drain the water, and then it's going to work again. So in case it's not cooling anymore and stuff like that, just drain the water and it's going to be back. So we will be pulling off this brand new sticker here. It's going to look a lot nicer without it. Look at that. So here's some of the modes that we have. We have a cool mode. This is where it's in right now, and right now it's actually on low setting. We have a high setting. We have a full setting. Wow. And we also have, you know, the fan speed right here. This is where you control it. This is fan speed high. Immediately you can see this is like really blasting really cold air. So we have low, we have high, we have low, we have high. So we got a timer here as well, so you can actually set it up on a timer and find out, like, basically put like how long you want this thing to run, which is good. Then we have a mode here. So this is the dry mode. So in case you want to use this to get the water out of your air, kind of like the dehumidifier, you could actually do that. So that is the mode here. So You could put the fan mode right now. This is where I got a setting on fan. Then we have the cool mode. We have the dry mode. And there's a sleep mode right here as well. So right now we're just gonna leave things at cooling. Very easy to operate. The buttons press really nicely. And on the remote here, I want you to see something. On the remote here, we could set the temperature up and down as you could over here. So you could actually raise the temperature up a little bit, or you could drop the temperature. So this is what we're gonna do with the remote. We're gonna actually go ahead and drop the AC down. So 16 Celsius, this is where it's running at right now. Now I would like to actually change from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So here's the button to do that. You basically just hit that, and now it's changed. So right now it's cooling for 60 Fahrenheit, which is something that most of you guys are used to. And you could actually set the temperatures up like that. So I'm just doing everything with the remote. So if you want to blow 80-degree cooling, which is not going to be much cooling at all, you could do that. But we're going to go ahead and drop the temperature down to 60 degrees. And I'm just going to leave things running. I'm going to go ahead and cut off a piece of attachment, one of these here, and we're gonna go ahead and fit this to the window. So anyways guys, I cut off a piece of stick over here. This is what I actually spliced some 2x4s down, and I made some of these. I already had that one kind of like sitting around, so this is going to give me that perfect height that I need. Also, here's the piece that I cut in half. All you need is a small saw to cut it in half. I've used a normal one that I cut 2x4s with, so I don't need this little piece, but I do need this larger piece. So what I'm gonna do, here is I'm gonna slide this in like that, part of the design. Let's go ahead and actually attach this to the window. Find out what length do we actually need this at. So this is here's the perfect length. Let me see if I could use the other side. One of the sides has a hole that's closer. Same thing. So basically what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to put a little screw in here. But I'm just gonna readjust this again. I'm gonna lift it up like this. So leave that thing right there for now. This is what the little screw is for. So this is gonna come in handy right now. So we're gonna just need to simply screw it in there, but that hole is actually, it's much smaller. So we're gonna need to drill a hole now. We're going to be using a different screw. This is a self-tapping screw. So I'm just gonna use this instead. So now you could see where that needs to go. So I don't want to lose this little screw, so I'm just going to go ahead and actually put it into that little hole. So we're just going to leave that. So you don't have to do that, but in my case, I really don't want to have to forget. So now we just need to lower this down. So now we've made it snug against the window. So this is perfect. You will have some cracks along the window when you actually do this. So you could actually buy some styrofoam. It's especially the kind with a little tape, and you could actually apply some to this wooden stick if you end up using that. And you could use a piece of styrofoam. You just cut it to length. I could have done it as well, but I already had this piece of 2x4, so this actually worked for me. So along the edge here, you could apply some, regular clear tape, or even like paper tape. You could do the same thing over here. This is if you just have that lying around. I would actually put some of that silver tape over here. This, the HVAC type of people use. So we're ready now to install the pipe. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this pipe and we're gonna go ahead and actually snap it in. I'm looking at these little holes and I'm kind of wondering why are they there to begin with. So basically, just snap it in like that. I'm gonna need to lift this open a little bit. Okay. I mean, things are not really tight right now, so let's make this pipe a little longer. So we got one side that's attached right to the window, and over here we have hot air blowing out. So we want this to go outside. So we're gonna just lower this down, snap it in like that, lower it down, and that's good. So now for the final step, we're going to need to do this. And that's it. So now we need to apply some tape so that this is not going to be moving. Now guys, to complete the window, obviously you're not going to be locking the window up, so you're going to need to have some kind of screw and screw it in right into the window frame. That's not going anywhere, and then I'm going to put another one on the other side. Okay guys, this is everything set up over here. We did actually adjust the pipes to where it's going to be a lot smaller. We just kind of like put it together, and where it needs to curve, it curved right here. So this is all good. And of course we locked the window up with the screws over here right at the top, and another one over here in the corner. So now we could just lower the blinds, and that's pretty much it. Put some tape over here at the bottom. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this little review of our portable AC unit, please hit a like. If you're not subscribed to our channel already, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. And one last thing, if you want to buy this unit here, the same one that we have, we're going to have a link in the description below. Take care. Goodbye.
My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter, Expedite, or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.